Sometimes Google play what they want to play.
Because I'm trying to figure out what is this.
Hey Google, stop play.
I'm like, what is this?
You just can't get good help these days. I think I need to go to Siri. Google ain't doing right.
Tanya says, "Oh my goodness, we don't see you, Tanya." She says, "Oh my goodness, is that me in the background?" LOL. I don't see you, Tanya. For the guest.
She might be looking at her picture.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's you in the background. That's you in the background. We're just waiting on you, home skillet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you. I'm talking about the pic you created. Yes, honey, I cartoonized you, girl. So welcome everybody. We are back. It's Thursday. I'm sorry. Tuesday was just crazy. So I didn't get a chance to come, have it. Tanya, I sent the link to your instant messenger. Check I am on Facebook. Because my phone is acting. Well, I don't have your phone number, so I had to send it on I am. But yeah, Monday and Tuesday was crazy. Mm-hmm. I was sick yesterday, but God is good.
That is good.
I'm back up today. Yeah. And hanging out with y'all. So we have a special guest coming on today to talk about, we've been talking about, we're always telling y'all the best thing you need to do is start your own business. So who better than to have one of our local, she's local by way of Omaha, Nebraska. Our local home-based business owners come on and talk to us about entrepreneurship, how she got started, all of that good stuff. So I am Melissa King, in case y'all don't know me. I don't know why the names aren't showing up. Our names aren't popping up. Well, I'm Melissa King. This is my co-host, my expert, my upline, my financial guru, Mr. Tony Clopton. He introduced me to home-based business and helped me flip my financial situation so that I could shift more money back into my pockets. So since me joined up with myEcon, hold on just a second. I'm on my laptop. Can you drop the link in this chat because I don't see? Oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, I can drop it in here. There you go. So Tony introduced me to myEcon. I became a home-based business owner. Since then, I have paid off debt. I have increased my credit score up to an 837. I have hired my child, gotten her started in her own home-based business with Tony's daughter, Tyler. I've built up my retirement, learned what questions to ask in order to make sure I'm on the right path with that. Still got some more stuff to learn because I'm still tripping off. Last week, Tony said 52 million in crypto.
Actually, it's 62 million and counting.
Yeah, so I'm still learning. By way of my mentor and any other way I can get it.
That's right.
There's Tanya. Let me add her to the screen. Well, before I add Tanya, Tony, introduce yourself. Let the people know where you hail from, what you do, how you gurued me.
Okay. Like Melissa said, I am Tony Clopton. I am in Birmingham, Alabama area. I've been in this awesome company for about 6 years, learned a lot of information. I too have been mentored by multi-millionaires. They taught me a thing about building wealth, creating wealth, and keeping a little bit of money that I'm making on my current job. I've been in my job for about 22 plus years in the auto industry. Auto industry got a lot of ups and downs. So I knew that I needed to have a plan B just in case they decide they want to pull the plug and say, hey, don't worry, you can't build a car from the house, so we need you to stay at the house, right? So where am I going to make some money? Hey, home-based business ownership is where it's at. You can literally write off your lifestyle and get the government to help you to pay the bill. So we got a guest that's coming on, and she's going to share a little bit of her story. Hopefully, it'll show you guys that what we do can mesh with anybody, and we can also just share the knowledge that we have, and hopefully you can grow your business as well.
That's right. Okay, so without further ado, now I don't know why my desktop over here got the circle spinning. We're gonna see if it's gonna cooperate.
Okay. Hey. Hey there.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
How you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Girl, I had got nervous. I'm like,
No, I was waiting because I hardly ever use my IG, and then I looked anyway, and I didn't see no message from you. But I was waiting for you to drop the link in the chat. I've been watching.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I usually send it to Tony via messenger on the text message on the phone, and then for anybody from Facebook, I just drop it in the message state. Anyway, we are so glad to have you here.
Thank you. And I'm so glad to be here once again. It's been a minute.
Right. Yes, because Tanya joined us. I don't think you were here that day, Tanya. We had an all girls night one night, and that was when I forget who was here with us, but we kind of chopped it up a little bit because I think you had to work that day. But that was in the beginning when we had kind of just got started on YouTube and just kind of getting
the message out. One time with Tony.
Okay.
It was a while ago, though. It was a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Been a minute.
Yeah. So now it's been what, about a year?
Mm-hmm. It was pre-pandemic.
Yeah. So we were. I asked Tanya if she would come back and kind of, she's had some testimonies over on Facebook that I was just like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's good.
She got some things going on. So first, before we get into all that, Tanya, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and tell us about your channel and what all you do.
Okay. Well, I am Tanya. I'm creator of the Hood Table. I have several different things going on. The Hood Table is just one of them. But it's a platform on social media, mainly YouTube. And we basically, our motto is we discuss everything from the hood to the White House, everything in between. We discuss a plethora of topics. I'll put it that way. But and then also I'm also a personal custom cake decorator, or as I like to call a cake designer. And that is Tanya's Delights Slice. And you can find that on Facebook or IG and YouTube. Just like with the Hood Table, I do live shows a lot, and on my cake site, I do live cake decorating as well. So yeah, that's a little bit about what I do, but
okay,
that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, so I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years, and not this channel, but I started on Tanya's Primetime TV, where we was mainly just discussing like TV show reviews. And then I started up on the Hood Table to broaden our aspects. And but as far as cake decorating, I've been doing that for quite some time, for probably 7 years, probably. It started around the time, right? My mother she's like the reason why I did it. But she passed away in 2015. So that is about 7 years ago. I started doing it a little bit before she passed away. So it's about 7 years. Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to take what I put on the banner was use your talents to write off your lifestyle. So what made you want to go from doing the cake decorating, the YouTube channels? What made you want to go from doing it as a hobby to actually doing it to bring in income?
Well, it started as a hobby. when my mother had got sick and was passing, like she's a great cook, and she normally did like all the cakes for nephews, nieces, grandkids, me. You know, she gave me birthday, and I don't even eat cake. It's so funny because I don't even eat cake. But she would make a cake every year, even for my birthday, so everybody else can eat it. But when she passed, I was going to the grocery stores to get cake, and it was like hit and miss all the time. Like it was never just awesome. Like, you know, my mom's was just
like the homemade.
Right. So that's when I started. I said, I'm gonna learn how to make cakes for my own kids. And I remember when I first started, I was horrible. And you can check me out on Facebook too under Tanya's Delights, slice, because I post every pic from the beginning to currently. So
okay.
I drooled over your
growth.
I didn't been over there slobbing.
Oh, horrible. I mean, cakes was lopsided, frosting was running off the side of the cake. Clumpy, lumpy. I mean, you know, it was a mess. But I actually got better and kept getting better, and people kept telling me you should start your own business. And I was like, nah, I ain't that good. Ain't nobody gonna buy these cakes. But people was like, I'm telling you, buy it, do it. So it went from like a hobby to kind of a business because I tried it out and I said if it works for like the first year, I'm gonna keep going. Because not only was it something I really like to do, and I still do, like I do cakes for all type of events, even free ones I'm not getting paid for. Like if you was to call me up, could you bake a cake for this event, for the school? I did cakes for my church on Halloween for the kids' party, and then I did cakes for somebody's funeral last week. And so it's just something I like to do, but it went from a hobby to a business, not only because people was enjoying the cakes, but because you know, when the real estate market went bad in 2007, 2008, yeah, I was in real estate, and one company I was with for like 8-9 years, and it went under. We had like 75 employees. By the time I got laid off, we was down to like 5. So they literally was laying off people left and right. And then I was off for a long time. Found another real estate job. The market got a little better, but then I got laid off of that too. So I was like, forget the real estate business. I'm going into something else. So I actually go into something else. I'm working in insurance now, but with the cake business, I was like, man, if I can get really good at this and actually turn to a business, I can have something to fall back on.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. Back on because I believe everybody should have a hustle or two, like you guys say all the time. You should have all these multiple streams of income. You know, everybody. So that was another thing. I was like, okay. So the first time I went, basically live with the cakes, I had like 15 orders the first week. So and I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna keep up with all this? I done made a mistake.
You done bit out more cake than you can chew, huh?
literally, like I did, and I didn't expect that, but yeah, so it's been going good. But when the pandemic hit, I kind of fell back because being that it wasn't like my main income, I didn't survive off of it or rely on it for my bills, and I didn't want to be because when you're a baker, if you're a chef, if you're a baker, anything like that, you have to be out at the stores in the public all the time.
Right.
All the time. I like if it's a fancy, elegant cake that they want with bling and all that, you go to the store shopping and specific things that people want. So, and a lot of times I don't like things just brought to me, from companies when it comes to food and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna chill over the pandemic. So I'm literally just picking back up on it. But I get people hitting me up all the time. Like one of my friends, could you please do my wedding cake in February? I'm like, I'm just literally starting back up. Let me. I'm not trying to dive in with no 10-foot wedding cake, okay? But but yeah, it's fun. It brings me income. It does, and it's also something that I like to do. So I don't know. I was like, I'll see where this pandemic goes and, what level I go to after this. But yeah.
All right. Check this out. So let me dive in and dissect what you just said, because you said a mouthful. Okay. And man, I love it when somebody has a passion to do something. So let me break this down. And my little brain kind of operate different. It'd be like going around in circles and little birds be chirping and stuff and all that. But anyway, let me break this thing down. So what I heard you say was you weren't that good, but you got consistent at it and you got better. Too many people think they starting stuff and things got to be perfect. No. You get better in time. Your consistency will make you great. Now, that part, let's move that part. Move on. Fast forward a little bit more. I heard you say you got inspired. Your mom inspired you to bake cakes. So you had an inspiration. Now, I ain't heard you say nothing about you had to go to no school. You didn't have to get no degree. You didn't have to go in and get no student loan debt. None of that. Ain't nothing wrong with school, y'all. But she utilize her skill set to monetize in a down economy. Now, let's get past that part. I heard you say this. Sometimes God keep pushing you out of certain places to get you where you're supposed to be. I don't want you going back to the real estate game. I don't want you doing that. I need for you to concentrate on doing stuff that you love to do. Exactly. And people love you doing it. That's what I heard. And I commend you for that. Thank you for sharing that with us. We appreciate it.
It's funny because when I did go to college, I'm not even in the field that I went to college for, and I'm still got some college loans that I'm still paying on. But when I did, I basically read books, I watched videos, like some of those, those TV shows, the Cake Boss, and I was just stuff like that, and I would just take what I seen. And some people, I'm telling you, some people would hit me up and they'd be like, could you do this, could you do that? And I look at that picture and I'd be like, sure. But in my head, I'm like, how am I gonna pull this off?
Right.
And I always,
so you like a challenge.
Did I'm telling you, I like a challenge. And I think one of my most memorable challenges that I talk about a lot was this lady. She was an older lady, and she had a daughter who was a real artist. Like my plate say cake art on my car, cake art.
I saw you say.
But she's a real artist, and her daughter was pregnant, and her daughter's an artist, so she wanted me to make a tiered cake, with like an art painter's theme or something. So I'm like, when most of the time when people don't really know where they're going with their cakes or whatever, I just say, go Google, find something online, send me an idea, something I can go with. I don't like to duplicate people's stuff, but I can at least go off of it. So she's like, well, can I just sketch you something? I was like, I guess. So she sends me this message, and it's just a piece of white paper, and she used pencil. And she has stuff drawn here, circles and balls and lines, and it's all in pencil. No color, no.
Right.
I'm looking at this cake like, what? What? This is like chicken scratch. But I pulled it off. And she was amazing, told all her friends. I had an easel on that cake, all kind of stuff. But yeah, she that was probably my most challenged cake because I had no picture, nothing. It was just like scribble scrabble. You wouldn't even know it was a cake if you didn't know. I'm like,
from one artist to another.
Yeah. Abstract. It's abstract.
It turned out good, and they enjoyed it and they ate it all.
That's great.
So
now I know you have multiple things you do online. One of the things I do know is that you have several different channels. My most favorite one is the one you recently started, Aces Yaya, because she is a new grandma or Yaya.
All right now.
So what made you decide now? Is that going to be a monetized channel, right?
Yes, it will be monetized. Right now I don't go in there a lot because he's a baby still, and I don't want to do videos of him as a baby. So he gets older and we start, you know, it's called Ace and Yaya Adventures. So once we get older and we're going to parks and zoos and, you know, different kiddie events, you know, stuff like that, then I'll do more videos. But it's kind of like one of those family channels where some people have like their actual kids, their husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, whatever, except for just me. But yeah, so I do have several channels. I got my Kate channel, the Hood Table, my very first, my baby, Tanya's Primetime TV. I also have a YouTube channel to teach others how to use YouTube. And that
I need that.
People don't know about that one. I don't even really advertise it that much, but it's called Don't Be Afraid to YouTube.
Okay, and, I like it.
Yep, and and it's mainly because some people pay me to set up all their social media platforms, their YouTube channels. People actually, if you're new to YouTube and you both have been new to YouTube, you know that it's not the easiest thing to do.
Still kind of new.
And some people don't have the patience, or they just can't figure stuff out. Like StreamYard. Some people like StreamYard. What? How do I do this? How do I stream from here? You know? And I was like, shoot, people's always asking me about how to do this stuff. And some people like, I have people like literally pay me. I give you $50. You come over and show me how to do this. Because it does take time. And what I do is, if I actually help you out, I literally do everything for you. Like, you know how you got to do the banners?
Right.
You got to make sure they're the right size, and you got to make sure, and they sending me all these pictures, and I'm putting pictures together, and I'm setting up their emails, their Cash Apps, their PayPals. I'm setting up their IG, their Twitter. And I'm bringing it all together, and it takes hours. It takes hours.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. He gave me an answer. Hey, my banner look like trash. I need some help, and send me your Cash App. I don't mind paying. I know my YouTube channel needs some help. So look, I got to ask you a question. When you said monetizing your channel, could you tell the people out there what did you mean by monetizing your channel? How do you?
Right. Kind of
what's the purpose of that?
A little bit for people, how they can take things that they're interested in and turn it into a monetized channel.
Well, like, okay, the last person I just set up all their stuff for YouTube was actually my pastor, the one who I go live with sometime.
On Tuesday?
Yep, on Tuesday. So I showed up to church an hour and a half early this past Tuesday before our show. And I set up all his stuff. I still have to go back because we was in a time crunch, but we still have to meet at the church again so I can finish setting up the rest of the stuff. But and I told him, you always live on Facebook all the time, your church services, Bible study, you know, sometimes he just go on there just to talk to the people, say words to the people. And he's always wanted to do YouTube, but didn't know how to get around it. I said, all this time you spending on Facebook, like there are people, right, who be on Facebook all the time, going live all the time. I'm like, dang, they live again. And that's what people say about me though on YouTube. But I'm like, y'all doing this for free.
Yeah.
We're here on YouTube doing all the live and get paid for it. Because on Facebook, you have to have like the levels that you got to be on to get paid on Facebook is way different than YouTube. So with YouTube, if you get your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours, and as long as YouTube deem your channel is able to be monetized, like you ain't on there showing all kind of videos of people killing or, you know, just all kind of stuff that advertisers might not be interested in, then they will most likely 100% of the time give you an AdSense account where you can monetize your channel. And then once you get your channel monetized, it's the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit, depending on what you got, what you bring into your channel, what type of content. You got to make sure your content is something that people want to hear, want to see, want to learn, want to know. And you got to be consistent. You absolutely have to be consistent. You can't come on once a week, once a month. You have to be consistent. And most importantly, I tell people all this time who's new to YouTube, you have to support other YouTubers.
Right.
You have to. It's a must that you support other YouTubers. So because other YouTubers aren't going to shout you out, they're not going to support you. They're not going to join your membership, anything like that, if you're not supporting other YouTubers. And that's why people like me, Melissa, there's certain people, I don't want to say in our clique, but you know what I mean? Like certain people that we really rock with on YouTube, and we always share each other's videos and telling people, go subscribe, go over there, you know, support. And that's the only way you really grow on YouTube, unless you're what's that dude's name? What's his name? The one who got PewDiePie. What's his name? The one who got like 500 billion subscribers. You know,
I don't even know who that is.
I don't either.
It's a guy. His name is like PewDiePie. He's like the biggest YouTube channel. Like,
really?
He's huge, and the stuff he talks about is like.
How long has he been around?
Some years, I believe. Some years, PewDiePie, and everybody, like a lot of younger kids know him just because he does crazy stuff on the channel. And he literally has the most subscribers on YouTube. So yeah, way up there.
And Tanya really encouraged me to start doing more on my channel, because my channel, I have over 5,000 followers, but it's not monetized because, as she said, I wasn't consistent, you know, so I don't have the watch hours. So she gave me a lot of tips. Her and Pandy. Speaking of which, hey Pandy, I see you in the
hey
chat. Pandy's hair, Pandy. Let me also shout out to Lakivia Curry. She's over on Facebook.
Well, that's how you say it. I'm sorry, I said Lakavia. I'm sorry, Lakivia.
Yeah, our new platinum. She's over on Facebook.
Congratulations.
Out with us. Let me see if anybody else real quick is in. I just see Pandy over on the other one.
That is actually for the free $3.99.
Okay. Yeah, Lakivia. Okay. So yeah, and she really encouraged me to kind of get out there more. Like, oh, there's Angela. Hey, Angela. She said it's
PewDiePie. That's him. He got 110 million subbies. Told you.
Wow.
I'm not subscribed to him because I'm not his content is nothing that I'm interested in. But
so what does he just do? Like, because he does like attention grabbing stuff or something.
He probably making 100,000 a month on YouTube.
But what's some of his content?
I mean, you just gonna have to look it up. It's just the last time. No, I'm saying I couldn't even, like, the last time I was on his channel was maybe like 3 years ago. And the only reason I went to his channel was because somebody said the largest YouTuber is this PewDiePie. I'm like, what is a PewDiePie? What? Right. So I went and figured it out. I was like, okay. But okay, like the lady, and I ain't gonna talk about no beef sector stuff, but I'm gonna just say, for example, that one lady, pew pew pew, you know,
and that's what I thought you was talking about at first.
No, she might have had 1 million views on that video, but she only got 24,000 subscribers. This man got 110 million. But what I'm saying is, sometimes those videos that you like she pew 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 from her, you know. You know, and she had like millions on, you know, views on that. And I'm looking at it like, why is this such a hit? It's crazy.
It didn't appeal to me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's how PewDiePie is for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Angela.
So, you know, and then you also have your other channel. Now, a lot of people may not realize, because I didn't know until I got on YouTube, people actually do channels where they just look at shows that everybody's watching and gives reviews on the show. So that was your Tanya's Prime Time, right?
Yep. And the only reason why, excuse me, like Tanya's Primetime TV, when I had started that, I was doing just all kind of shows. It didn't matter what type of shows, just stuff that I liked. But when I got to the hood table, I still wanted to do reviews, because reviews, you get views on reviews, right? You know, review TV shows and stuff. But since it was the hood table, the shows that I do reviews on are all black on you know, the hood table. Okay. Now, there's some that might have a few white actors in the show, but it's mainly like
Like the BET.
Right.
BET of reviews.
Right, like, but yeah, I do like, the not what was that one? Empire, Green Leaf,
Queen
Power,
Sugar.
Queen Sugar,
Green Leaf.
Yeah, stuff like that. And that one TV show, like that one what's that TV show? The ladies who was robbing all the banks, the black lady and the two white ladies.
I think I know. I don't know the name of it.
I can't think off the top of my head, but like that's not an all black show, but it's kind of like, it fits with the hood table,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
But now for the hood table, you say you do everything from the hood to the White House. Now, one of the ways I started watching you was because you do a lot of like. Now I'm one of them people. I tell people all the time I don't watch the news because it's all bad. I'm not a big news person. I don't want to know all this bad stuff that's going on in the world. But I know you keep your finger on the pulse politically and locally. Now, the running joke on Tanya's channel is she sounds like she's from around the corner, but Tanya is actually in Omaha, Nebraska. And I know she done heard this a million and one times because I was like, I didn't know they had hoods in Nebraska. So
I swear I'm not the only black person here. I swear I'm not. It's too many of us. Too many.
Well, you do a lot of political things. You cover the election, your local elections. You cover a lot of the news stories that go on locally, and a lot of people talk to you. I've been on your thing, and you may be talking about something. It's not even a scheduled interview, but people will call in and be like, "Hey, I'm the one that you're talking about," and they'll come on with Tanya and do the interview.
Yeah,
wow, that's great.
People trust me. Like oh my God, listen. Carmel Diva, my co-host on my Friday shows, her mother just passed. Rest in peace to Mama Diva. And I'm at the repast. And I swear, I'll be trying to be incognito. Everywhere I go. Even if the pandemic wasn't around anymore, I'm still going to wear a mask because I don't like to be seen all the time. Because some of the stuff that I talk about, our city is a big little city, right?
Okay.
So most of the time, a lot of stuff that I talk about might be about somebody's uncle or somebody's cousin who done robbed somebody or shot somebody and killed somebody who, did something to somebody. I don't want to use certain words, but it might be a touchy subject, and people might be like, well, why you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be careful. I was watching Brianna earlier today, and she was saying how one of her guy friends used to hate that she wasn't always aware of her surroundings. She had said a story today where she was talking about, I was sitting in my truck waiting for him, and he was in the passenger window staring at me on the outside of my car for 10 minutes while I was playing.
She didn't even notice.
She didn't even know it was there. So when you become like, I'm not famous. I'm not famous. But when you are from a town of like our size, a lot of people already know you. They already know you before you even was on social media. So now they really know you. So sometimes you just have to be aware of your surroundings. And it's not like I'm scared to go anywhere or scared somebody going to do anything, but it's always a possibility of a confrontation. But usually I ain't never had one yet. Like the show we was doing about Laverne. I ain't gonna go all into that.
Right.
But there's an event this summer. It was a Taste of North Omaha. And I'm up there with my mask and stuff, biting on a turkey leg. And somebody walks to me, did Laverne's book come out yet? And I'm looking at them like, huh? I don't know this person. I don't know that lady from Adam who ran up on me. She ran up on me like in my face. Did the book come out yet? I watched all your interviews, and people do that to me. So back to the funeral repast, a lady had walked up to me and she said, I need to come on your channel and we need to talk about families and baby daddies. And I'm looking at this lady like, yeah, you're the hood table lady, right? And I'm like,
right.
Yeah, I am. Sometimes sometimes it's really, I get a lot of positive feedback, but you never know.
You never know. You're right.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, so Tanya, let me ask you this. So you've been hanging out with us for a year, right? And before, you're one of those people I was talking about last week. Sometimes people start their own businesses just based off their natural talents. It's automatic, you know, they don't have to struggle to get sales, you know. So what have you said you've been watching us picking up some things. Just give me a few things that you have picked up from us that other YouTubers or home-based business owners may not have known that can help them on the back end. Because I know you said when you did your taxes this year, you were a lot more knowledgeable. So just give a few key things that you found helpful that the average person may or may not know.
Right.
Well, okay. So I have the hood table and my other platforms, and my cake business. And during the summertime, I was just talking about this. You probably saw some of my drives for not Uber, DoorDash. Like I have like episodes, DoorDash episodes. I'll be going live while I'm delivering and driving, just chatting with people. And I do that a few months in the summertime every year. Now, I didn't realize that. I don't know why, but I didn't realize that I'm like really my own boss doing DoorDash. I'm just driving. I know I get paid. I know they don't, you know, they send me a W-9 at the end of the year, but it wasn't like hitting me like I could be writing off this gas.
Yeah.
And then I could be, you know, certain things and like the hood table. I go to events, people ask me to come to places, they ask me to interview them at certain places, concerts. I want you on my red carpet. I mean, there's all these different things that I had no idea that I could be writing off. Oh, and not talk about my internet. Pay like the highest speed of internet because I am a YouTuber and I do work from home. So I write off that. I write off my cell phone. I didn't know about none of that stuff until I started watching you guys. And like the forms that I had to fill out, and you know, writing off a portion of your either the term if you buy or if you have a mortgage or a rent, you know, you can still write off like a certain for like I'm also like and I'm also blogging like I'm looking to buy a house, and we gonna get into that because y'all kind of motivated me on that too, but house that I've been going to, I've been blogging, and I'm like, where's my office gonna be? Where, you know, because I need my little old office, you know, because I'm writing that off, you know.
Right.
So if you have an office space like I do, always make sure I get at least 3 bedrooms because I have to have me an office space.
Right.
Write a portion of that off. I mean, all these things I wasn't doing before.
Yeah.
Till I watched you guys.
That's great.
Here, I told you I got my LLC last year on the table. So, I mean, this is from watching you guys. Like, I don't know how much feedback you get from people, but I tell people all the time. I'm like, follow Melissa. She does. She talks about all the financial stuff. You can ask them all kind of questions and taxes and work from home and just all kind of things. So I always direct people to your channel for that. And as far as the home ownership, I'm again house hunting. I went and looked at a house today. So I'm gonna post that blog up probably tomorrow. But it's like over the last year, I've been really trying to get my finances together and work on my bank account, stacking my chips, but also paying my bills on time, even them light bills, because even paying your light bill behind that can affect you when you go buy a house. So I've been working on paying all my bills on time.
You recently had a credit increase, right?
Yeah, and I recently, like when I was talking on Facebook, I'm like, people need to know certain things. So I felt like, you know, maybe I should tell about my little story on Facebook about me. My credit score isn't the greatest. It's not the greatest. It's like 7. But and I really want 50. I want it to be way up there, but I'm working on it. But even around 7, I had got approved for a loan, like I was saying on Facebook, like in March of this year. It was a nice size loan for me, for my credit score and everything. But sellers marketing, I kept being outbidded. I said, I'm not paying all this extra cash for these houses just to outbid people. Them houses ain't worth that much. I used to be in real estate. So I said, I'm gonna wait. I'm just wait it out. So I just ended up, the only bill I have on my credit report is a credit card, and my car was on there. And so I paid my car off. I kept making my monthly car payments and everything. And then when I paid it off, I was still looking every day at houses online. So I would see some houses. And so I hit up my my banker, and I said, oh, I think I'm ready to get back in there. And she said, well, let me run your credit report again because it's been a while. And she was like, what? You paid your car off? I said, yeah. She said, oh, wow. It's saying that we should give you $55,000 more. And I owe like $3,000 on the car, and I get $55,000 more.
Right. That's great.
Yeah. Timing is everything.
That car, paying that car off, it increased my credit score by 35 points. So I was excited. I just couldn't believe it. And I just felt like I needed to say that on Facebook because it might be somebody out there who's thinking of buying a house. And my main part of my post is about, it's amazing what can happen when you pay off your bills. It's amazing what can happen if you pay your bills on time. So I didn't expect to get no $55,000 more.
Yeah.
Loan.
That's great.
I just called her up. Yeah, I'm ready to go looking at some more houses. What y'all got,
Yeah.
So thank you, Candy. Yeah, it is a blessing. It's a blessing. So I thought I would share that with people. But yeah. So.
Well, we appreciate you sharing. It's always good to know that somebody is listening and getting something out of what you're talking about. And you've been an entrepreneur for a while, so you already kind of knew what to do on that side. But there's always more that you can learn. So me and Tony's main focus is to teach people. Like there might be somebody out there that can't bake a cake or can't do what you do so well. Well, we offer products so that if they want to get started, just because I don't want to say it like this, but just because you ain't got no talent, don't mean you can't start your own business. Or
you might have some talents that, like, I'm telling you, I was a horrible baker. I was horrible.
I won't say no talent.
I was a baker. I was a horrible cake designer.
Decorator.
Anybody, you can bake a cake blindfolded.
Right.
You follow the sugar, salt. You can bake a cake. It's the making the cake look like it belongs on Cake Boss.
Right. I got you.
That was the hard part. So it takes time. And if you find your talent and you think you're good at something, whether it's fixing on cars or painting or baking or singing, just keep at it and keep at it. Practice makes perfect.
That's right.
Well, we have a host of products that you don't necessarily have to be good at to still reap the benefits. Because like you were talking about credit, we offer a credit repair service that teaches you how to do it yourself. A lot of people don't know where to start. Like they're just like, I know I need to do something, but I don't even know the first step. So we offer that product, and you can benefit from that by purchasing for yourself. You can also sell it to other people. And then if you get good at it, you might want to start your own service where you are doing other people's credit repair for them, because there is a percentage of people that's just like, I'm just going to pay for
That's right.
Sure. I thought about even doing something like that, learning how to do tax, but I'm like, nah, I ain't got the patience. That I don't think I have the patience for.
Right.
But our whole point is, anybody can start a home-based business. Yeah. Just find something that you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, check out Tony or myself with myEcon and look at the products that we have. And
I think you got a troll.
Is that? Yeah.
I think you got a troll.
Because I'm like, what is he talking about? So
delete and block.
Yeah,
there you go.
Look, I haven't gotten big enough that I got moderators. So.
Tony, you ain't got no trolls yet, Tony.
No, my little page is it's still work in progress.
They coming.
Yeah, they coming.
Every YouTuber gets trolls.
Oh, okay. I ain't been in the game long enough. I don't guess.
Well, I guess that was my.
There ain't no tag teaming over here.
What is he talking about?
I'm a Christian.
But thank you so much. We're coming up on 45 minutes. Thank you so much for coming through, Tanya. We appreciate having you here. Anybody who has not checked her out, I've got going across the bottom of the screen there. You can follow The Hood Table, DAHOOD Table, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You're on TikTok too now, right?
Yeah, TikTok,
Snapchat,
The Hood Table everywhere. And we got a website, hoodtable.com. So we even got a website. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, y'all follow Tanya in The Hood Table, because my favorite part, and I'm gonna be honest, is Friday night, because every Friday night she has Friday Night Live, and you can talk about any subject you want.
Any subject.
It's an open mic.
That's the show where you can say what you want. You can curse. Like, the rest of the week, I'm kind of chill, Right. My shows, I do my reviews, but on Friday Night Live is literally what it is. Friday Night Live, no topics.
I bring my drink.
No holds barred. And as long as it's respectful, to other people and other people's opinions, know how to agree to disagree. We've been doing it for a long time. Every Friday, we've been doing it for a long time.
I'm gonna check you out.
It's a lot of fun. So if you guys, usually we're on Central Time. It's usually after 9.
Yeah, 9 o'clock Central Time. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And she's usually on for a few hours and whatever.
I just keep it short, but they don't let me.
I think it was like what 1 or 2 o'clock when we got on Friday.
No, one of the shows was till 3 in the morning.
Topics just keep rolling, and it get good, and
it be so good. I be like, dang, I need a log off. But sometimes time just flies,
It is a lot of fun. So thank you so much for coming on. In closing, let me make sure I recognize everybody.
Angela, thank you. I just want to say thank you. I saw your comment. She said, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I was just going to say, everybody that came through, Angela, Robert,
you said keep up the good work. Thank you.
Pandy says, what time? Pandy, I think you're on Eastern time, so for you, it'd be like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, her time. Yep. 10 o'clock your time. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Angela got a message for you.
Oh, what? Hey, hold on. She said, I'm still mad at that banana shouldn't pay. Oh my God. I think I gave £10 just looking at it. Ever since then, Dovey been calling me banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
Dovey,
Dovey, the YouTuber.
Right. They look good. All of her cakes look so good.
Banana pudding.
And I'm not even a big sweet tooth person, but when you look at it, it inspires you.
I'm not even, like I said, I don't even eat cakes, and people don't believe me. Like, my kids could tell you, my family could tell you, I don't eat cakes. I have my chips, cookies, I have my thing, right? But it's not cakes. And so a lot of people are always like, well, how do you make your frostings? How do you know it tastes so good? I've been doing it so long, I don't have to taste my frosting.
All right.
It don't matter, and I make different flavors of cakes, right?
Okay, I got you.
I ain't got to taste nothing.
The chef has spoken.
She spoke.
And she don't just cook cakes. I mean, I know she don't sell the rest of it, but every now and then she'll put Sunday dinner over there on Facebook and make whatever I'm eating look like garbage.
I get it from my mama, and I can't wait till Thanksgiving.
That's great. Hey, Tanya, real quick, how can and I'm going to be reaching out to you about. I think my YouTube channel needs a facelift, and I think you'd be the perfect person. So, how can somebody get in contact with you about getting all of that
and things like you can either email me. Well, I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, so you can inbox me on Facebook. The Hood Table.
You want me to type your email in?
Yep, you can type my email in.
What's your email?
It's thehoodtable@hotmail.com.
And you say you normally charge about $50 to to do whatever you do?
Well, that's
Is
to
that
do
right?
that's to do like everything. If you just want some help with a banner or something like that, I just
No, I need everything.
Oh, he
I
did.
need the package.
Okay. Well, see,
I need the package.
you actually probably don't need the package because you already got your channel up and running and things like that. So you're not starting at the beginning.
Okay.
You're not starting at the beginning.
So how about we start all over? Let's scrap the whole thing.
She's so nice. You girl, you could have took it for 100.
No, I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
See,
But
we always meet good people. We don't have no gougers over here. Our people be good.
I'm not gonna do no price hikes or nothing like that. And a lot of times, if it's something that's not really that time consuming, I'll just do it. Or if somebody just wants me to show them how to do, I'll just show them how I do it. But yeah, it's only I only really charge people when I'm like literally doing everything for them.
Okay.
From the rooter to the tutor.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, let me get that middle package then. I think I'm in the middle somewhere.
Okay. We can work on it.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, Tony, you got any closing words before we get out of here?
In closing, I think that this is great to hear somebody else tell their story. I really enjoyed you, and I thank you for coming on to share your story, because people think that you got to be good, great at the start, and your consistency has shown us that you don't have to be good starting off, but you have gotten better where you can make somebody happy, and that's all that really matters. Exactly. That's all that matters. Yeah.
Exactly.
I like the takeaways Tony brought up earlier, that you don't have to be perfect. You do something you enjoy doing and make money off of it. And then you do so many different things. Like you got the cakes, you got the reviews, you got the
different
food table, you got the baby channel.
Different streams of income. I'm learning. I'm learning a lot. I've never been like the really financially savvy person. So it's people like you that really make people believe that they can do something, that they can increase their score, that they can buy a house, that they can have a home business. So, you guys keep up the good work too, because I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Hey, Team Bravery, they said they're passing through and showing love. Thumbs up to the host and the panel. And Angela says, thank y'all so much for the motivation. Thank you for coming back, Angela. We missed you.
Yeah, thank you, Angela.
Thank you for your motivation as well. And I just like the fact that somebody else can come on, because I know they get sick of hearing me and Tony every week. It's nice to hear somebody else's testimony too. So,
I love supporting other people's platforms. So I tell people all the time, if y'all having something, invite me over. Like, that crazy cousin that like to come through because she tired of being at home by herself.
Well, Panda says this was very inspiring. So guys, reach out to us. Our call to action. We post everything on everything we got. We're gonna post this on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you want to reach out to us, go to either mine or Tony's About section. If you're interested in starting your own home-based business, and we will follow up with you there. Yes. You got the expert here. If you got any YouTube questions, I put her email in the comments. And I guess we're gonna wrap it up for the week. I hate I missed Tuesday because I had so much going on, but
you fine.
It's life.
Okay. It's okay.
That thing called life. But we will be back on Tony's channel, and I guess we'll just be doing Tuesday, right? Because Thursday's Thanksgiving. I know,
right. Yeah. So Tony channel Tuesday.
Yeah. You going back on nights?
Nights. Yeah, nights.
Yeah, because we have to swap it up because he got that old shifty shift.
Yeah.
Okay. But y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Have a great night.
And Tony, hang out for a few minutes and so we can chop it up a little bit before we go. But I'm going to end the live right here. So y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming through, people.
Good night. Thank y'all for coming.
Bye-bye.